What is up, my friends? My name is Echo Thrumi, and today I'm here to talk about the miner after today's update. Before I get into any details or replays, I want to take a second and thank you for coming down to the channel. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, guys, so thanks for that. So if we look at this balance information, if we focus on the miner alone, it says the deploy time has been increased to 1 second from 0.7 seconds, which, you know, that's not a big deal, but the hit points were decreased by 6% as well. So with the miner being probably the most popular legendary card, the most popular maybe all around card in the game, how is this nerf going to affect the miner? And I asked a couple of my boys from my clan here to share some replays of them using the miner today, just to see how well the miner worked. Is it still one of the top cards in the game? Is it OP? Is it underpowered right now? So why don't we take a look at some of these replays and kind of see. I got a few replays from PJ Guts. We're going to look at maybe one or two of those, and Azrael shared some as well, which we will look at. So the first one we're going to look at right here from PJ Guts. His deck right here, he has the Fire Spirits, of course the Miner. He's using Archers, a Valkyrie, the Zap spell, which also received a nerf from, I believe it was 1 second stun to a half a second stun. The Collector, the Fireball, and the P.E.K.K.A. Let's get into this replay and see how well the Miner is working after this nerf that just actually happened this morning. Alright, so we have PJ Guts on the bottom working upward. He's a level 9. He's playing against a level 10, so he again has a little bit of work cut out for him, a little bit more hit points to deal with. So he's also playing against a Prince. He's playing against an Ice Wizard, and that's the information right there. So we use this Valkyrie to stop that Prince right there, and here goes the Miner. 1, 2, 3. 4 strikes on that tower, took it down about 200 hit points from 4 strikes from the newly nerfed Miner. And the Archers go in there, get a few shots, taken out by the Ice Wizard. Ice Wizard is in front of the Giant, and the P.E.K.K.A., mini P.E.K.K.A. is dropped in, Zap spell is used, and the mini P.E.K.K.A. is just chipping away at that Giant before it gets too many strikes off on that tower. 1 strike from the Giant, and now the mini P.E.K.K.A. is pushing the right-hand tower for PJ, but does not make it there. Collector in front of the King's Tower for PJ, building up an elixir advantage here, or at least making up for some of the elixir that he's behind. And here comes the Prince with Fire Spirits behind. PJ drops his Archers to slow everything down there. And a couple of Fire Spirits make it onto the tower, but the mini P.E.K.K.A. absorbs the rest of the damage and takes out the Prince at the same time. Here comes the Miner. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Fire Spirits thrown in to get rid of those minions. That's 5, 6, 7. One more. 8. Now, at least the sound was made. So now we're talking about a level 1 Miner. This is not an upgraded Miner. It got 8 hits off on that tower. Now, PJ is behind 1,800 to 1,600. You know, not a huge difference, but with 1 minute coming right here, double elixir. Let's see how things play. The pump has been dropped again, so he's going to have some crazy elixir building right now. Incoming, we have a bomber on the right-hand side with the Ice Wizard behind. A few Archers dropped by PJ. He's going to use his Fireball right here on the Ice Wizard, the bomber, and the Giant obviously doesn't do too much damage to the Giant. Okay, we have our mini P.E.K.K.A. in, beating up on that Giant. Minions behind. The tower's got to take out those minions, and it does. 700 hit points left. All right, the Miner comes up a little short, but gets 1, 2, only 2 strikes on that tower. Fire Spirits are going to help take out, or at least beat up on those, the Bomber and the Ice Wizard. Okay, a big push to deal with here. We have minions, a Giant, and a Bomber. And all we have right here is a mini P.E.K.K.A. to beat it up. Zap spell's been used. 1 hit point left on PJ's tower. And we're going to be going to overtime with that 1 hit point. The Miner was beating up in that tower. A few Fire Spirits, a Fireball, the mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Archers. Oh my gosh, look at that. A 1 hit point win. Now, guys, if you remember, Earlier this week, I posted a video where I lost a match with having only 1 hit point left in the tower, and how crazy it is and how like bad you feel after that happens. So PJ did that to someone right there. And you know what? The deploy time, you don't even really see much of a difference with the miner on the deploy time. And the hit points, okay, 6%. I don't know. It didn't seem to really impact the match that much. So we're going to watch another one. PJ, again, is on the bottom. It's level 9 versus level 9 this time. And he's playing against the princess, who has also had a nerf on her, the splash damage radius. All right, elixirs built. Archers are dropped, pushing that right-hand lane for PJ. And there is the princess. We get to see her work a little bit. Miner's thrown in. She's going to slap that princess around a little bit. She's not going to get any shots off. All right, they're playing the Three Musketeers, an awesome card in my opinion. But unfortunately, when a fireball or a poison spell is used on them, they get beaten up pretty quickly. But still, I love that card. But 9 elixir. Whew. Okay. PJ has it down to 2,000 hit points on the right-hand tower. His towers are yet to be touched. It looks as if he's about to play that elixir collector, gain some advantage. Or actually, now that his opponent as well played it, just stay even on the elixir. Mini Peck is thrown. Opponent throws the giant, and there goes the miner. There's 1, 2, 3, and look at this. 4, 5. See, it's making that sound. Is it actually taking hit points off the tower, though? I don't think it was. I think it switched its target from the tower to the giant. All right, good fireball right there. Archers are taking him out the rest of the way, and the fire spirits are going to take out that mini P.E.K.K.A. 2 more running up the right-hand lane. Will they make it to the tower? 1 does not. 1 does. Little bonus right there. All right, it looks like he's going to drop his miner to take out that elixir collector on the left, and there it is. One of the best things that the miner can do is knock out collectors. Prevent your opponent from getting that advantage, makes them waste 5 elixir when you're using a 3 elixir miner. It gives you a 2 elixir advantage instantly. Better than even poisoning or fireballing a collector. All right, elixir's completely built. He's going to drop in his Valkyrie right there. He's going to take out the, one of the troops. The mini P.E.K.K.A. is still pushing. He drops in his mini P.E.K.K.A., takes out their mini P.E.K.K.A. and the giant, working on those gobs. Here comes the 3 Musketeers again, but they're fireballed, and they're about to be taken out. Only 1 remains of the sliver of health. All right, there's still a little bit more work to do here. His right-hand tower. Okay, here's the miner to do some of that work. There's 1, 2 strikes. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is striking on Mini P.E.K.K.A. Valkyrie's pushing the right-hand lane to do a little bit of defense here. Princess still has some... Still seems like the Princess spread is pretty hefty. I wouldn't say she's a weak card by any means. Valkyrie's dropped in between the giant and the wizard. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is put in to take care of that giant. Here come the 3 Musketeers. Well placed. Fireball. Oh my god. And now the opponent's in trouble. With that elixir advantage being taken away from taking out that princess. And the miner pops up just to say hello, not needing any work to be done. So that's 2 out of 3 of the replays we're going to look at, guys. And from what I can tell, the miner still seems like a force. Does not seem like there's, obviously there was a nerf, but nothing insane. Now, Azrael shared some replays as well. Which one am I going to go with? I don't remember which is which, so we'll go with the first one right here. And looking at his deck, Azrael's on the bottom. He's a level 9 going against a level 9. He has a Zap. He has an Ice Spirit, a Fire Spirit, a Miner, and a Minion Horde. Let's see how he works, as I believe he has a Furnace in this deck as well. Okay, there goes the Miner, beating up on that right-hand tower. All right, got 4 good hits on that tower before the Musketeer took him out. Yep, there is a Furnace in this deck, and it's the next card to come up. Fire Spirits are bobbing down the lane. Zap Spell is going to be used along with that. No, that Zap Spell was not used. Sorry. Mini P.E.K.K.A. was used. So we have Musketeer on Musketeer. He has a lower level Musketeer as well. And there's the Miner. 2. Slowed down by that Ice Wizard. 5 strikes, though, on the tower. and what's going to be played right now. It looks as if the minion horde is going to take out that Valkyrie, and they're going to be slowed, but it's still going to take out that Ice Wizard. Is it? It is not, but the tower will finish it off with one arrow. Okay, Elixir is waiting to be built. Furnace is dropped, and this is where the match changes right here. That furnace is such a distraction with those fire spirits running in. Really messes up pushes from the opponent. Okay, the Hog Riders dropped in to distract or at least take out that furnace, but it doesn't. It gets it close, but it does not take it out. The Mini P.E.K.K.A comes in and takes out that Musketeer. Fire Spirits beat up on the Ice Wizard. And our Miner gets a few more strikes in that right-hand tower. Now, they're really building up an Elixir advantage there with 2 collectors. We have none right now. Musketeer's dropped. He's going to distract and take out that Valk. And then the Mini P.E.K.K.A is going to drop in and take out their Musketeer. So we have a Mini P.E.K.K.A Musketeer push. Mini P.E.K.K.A is taken out. Ice Spirit's going to be used. Doesn't make it there. It gets shot along the way. Here comes the Furnace with a few Fire Spirits. They drop a poison, which is a nice poison spell, being that we just wasted 5 elixir on that minion horde, which really didn't do too much. All right, there's 30 seconds left. Fire Spirits pushing the right-hand lane, and behind we have the Musketeer, and the Miner is up in front, beating up in that tower. Look at these Fire Spirits jumping in, and one more shot from that Musketeer, and there it is. 14 seconds left in this round. Distraction Furnace right there. Mini P.E.K.K.A thrown in there to take out that Hog as well, but it does not get a strike on it. 3, 2, and look at this push. But the time runs out, and Azrael is saved by the clock right there. Nice job, and again, Miner did some work. Maybe the Miner was not the feature of that deck as it was with PJ's decks, but the Miner was still a valuable troop and took away quite a bit of those hit points in that match. So again, guys, if we look at the update new balance information, we saw a little bit of the Zap, we saw a little bit of the Princess. The Ice Wizard had some hit points decreased as well, but really the focus of this video was that Miner, and as you could see, it really didn't seem to impact the attack in too much of a negative way. It was hard to see much of a difference, if you want me to be completely honest with you. Now, something that I'm excited about, because as you all know, my favorite card in this game is the Golem, but I really struggle when trying to use him. But the Golem has received a death damage increase by 5% and hit point increase by 1%. So it's not it's a hit and death damage increase by 5%. It's not a huge buff, but it is a buff, and it is going to make him a little bit better. You know, a little bit means a little bit, but still, maybe we'll give him another shot. Maybe I'll throw him into one of my decks and see what we can do with him. But okay, my friends, that was it. Hopefully you're experiencing not much of a change with the Miner as well. I really am not for nerfs on troops, especially when you spend real-time money on upgrading troops or getting troops. It seems wrong to me that if you spend money to get the Miner or money to upgrade the Miner, and because they're a good troop, and then they get nerfed, it seems as if you're throwing your money away. Example, the other day, I was able to purchase poison spells. I would have had to use gems, which as you can see, I have plenty, but I was going to purchase some poison spells so I could upgrade it. And after polling some people on Twitter, everyone was like, you know, you never know when it's going to get a nerf, and then it's not going to be a card that you use, so why spend real money on it? And this is a perfect example. You know, why are you going to spend real money on things when they're going to be getting nerfed? I'm always about buffing other players to counter an OP card versus nerfing a card that's OP. That's just my opinion. I know it's shared by many, but not by all. It's just how I feel, guys. So listen, if you have a Golem deck that kicks some butt, hit me up on Twitter at EchoThroughMe, because I'm looking to feature a Golem deck again after this update with the buff. See how he's doing. See if he could do some work against some you know, other decks. It's always exciting to see that Golem do some work. And guys, as you know, I have content every single day, so I hope that you come back for more. Thank you, PJ and Azrael, for your replays. I do appreciate it. And until next time, my friends, be good.